Hey guys, in this video I'm going to talk about the best low light lens for real estate video. Now this video is just going to be one continuous shot, so let's talk about the lenses. First off, I'm going to show a video that I shot I think a week or a week and a half ago, and for the most part I shot with this lens. A lot of the daytime shots, all that was done on this. In my opinion, this is probably the best all around lens for real estate. This is the G Master Sony FE 2.8 12 to 24 millimeter G Master lens. But Sony recently came out with a new lens, and this is the one that, in my opinion, is the best for low light. It's the FE 1.8 14 millimeter G Master lens. Not only did I like this lens is massive. Let's see if I can do a comparison real quick. Anyways, it's much heavier than the 14 millimeter lens, and obviously this one at a 1.8 it lets a whole lot more light in. So when it gets really dark, it performs very well. So instead of just explaining why I like the 14 millimeter, you know what? This one is also at 2.8 is also a great low light lens for real estate video. I like the look of the 14 millimeter prime. In my opinion, you guys can give me your own opinion. I'm going to show you this video. I'll probably fast forward some of this. This is just one that I did. So a lot of these shots, so what I'm shooting with in this video, I use the, I'll go over the equipment so you guys know. This exact setup right here, the Ronin SC2 gimbal. The body was the Sony A7S III. For pretty much all these shots, this is the 12 to 24 millimeter G Master lens. Now, only towards the very end, the low light ones, shots were on the 14 millimeter. So let me go ahead and fast forward. Actually, I'll let you guys watch this just to kind of get an idea of the performance of the lens. I really like using Sony glass on Sony bodies because I feel like they work the best for focusing, and they just work best together. You can go the cheaper route. You can get a cheaper lens and use a converter or a one of those plates between the body and the lens. But in my opinion, I've used those in the past and they just don't perform as well. So anyways, let me just fast forward through here. So you guys, I feel like you got a pretty good idea about what the 12 millimeter does. Actually, I'll show you this one shot. I usually am not shooting at 12 millimeter. I think this is probably at about a 14 right here in the shower. It's just really nice to be able to have that flexibility, a little bit wider than the 16 millimeter. The 12 to 24 really does provide that extra width that you need for real estate video. Now, I definitely don't recommend shooting that wide photography wise, but it's a great lens for video. All right, actually, here we go. We transition here to the dark. So all this is shot with the 14 millimeter, I'll tell you, my shutter speed on this is 120. I'm shooting all this in slow motion so that I can really get a good sense. And that's how I like to shoot a lot of my real estate videos, in the S&Q mode, 60 frames per second. My shutter speed, I believe on this one was 125, but man, you can just see right here, there's not a whole lot of noise. If you're really picking, you can see a little bit, but man, the Sony A7S III with this lens in this dark, usually a lot of setups will not look this clean. Like you can see clearly on the interior of the house and even on the porch shot. So yeah, I just like how wide and how crisp it ended up looking. So anyways, that's the 14 millimeter performance in low light. And let's go back to this scene. So anyways, that's just a quick demo of what you can expect with the 12 to 24 millimeter G Master lens and the 14 millimeter G Master lens from Sony. Like I said, very impressed with the 14 millimeter. I will be doing some testing with it on the photography side as well. But in my opinion, 14 millimeters too wide in most cases, unless it's like certain bathroom shots or whatever. So anyways, that is it. If you guys have any additional questions or want me to do additional testing on these or some low light performance tests, let me know in the comments, and we'll see you guys on the next one.